going on, guys? Lawson here. Got my buddy Zeke with me behind the camera. Today we are back at the pond. It's been a while, probably like 2 weeks since I've done a pond update and a pond feeding. So clear a little bit of brush behind me as you can see, but Zeke and I, we have 3 dozen live shiners and we are gonna get feeding and hopefully film some really cool underwater shots. We have a big long extension pole for the GoPro, so we're gonna throw some GoPros underwater and we're gonna see if we can get some good eats for you guys on camera. I am very excited. They should be awesome. All right, I'm gonna show you guys real quick how we're gonna rig up our shiners here because we don't wanna hook these fish. We're actually gonna clip the barb and the bend on these hooks off and kind of just thread this hook through the top of the fish's head or eyes, and that is how we're gonna be feeding them. So we got our pliers here. We're gonna try to break this off without losing it. Bada bing, bada boom. So we're basically stuck with a little pin right here. We're gonna thread our shiner on here and get feeding some fish. Something is after this freaking shiner right here.
He wants out of there so badly.
Oh, gosh, that was a big one, dude. He whaled it.
What a perfect little slurp. I want to like not catch him, but get him like
jumping around and stuff
so
like that.
I can see him.
Yeah.
Like how big this thing really is.
All right, so we have GoPro right here on a nice pole. We're gonna set this up just right in the edge of the water and see if we can get some of those eats.
Look at that vein.
That's pretty funny. Oh. So Zeke and I had a good idea. What we're gonna do, we have a spool of 15-pound mono here, and we're actually gonna cut this line and cut like 10 inches of mono here, and then we're gonna tie it to our GoPro stick and try to get an insane close-up eat on the GoPro. And either we're gonna just dangle it like right above the water, or hopefully we can get a below the water eat, but hopefully it'll turn out well. And so all we're doing, we're cutting some line and we're gonna tie it up to the GoPro here. I'm not tying anything fancy at all, just literally enough to secure it so the bass doesn't rip the line off of here then ends up swallowing the line, because that would suck to feed my pet bass a nice 10-inch length of mono here. Do you think we should go shorter than that probably? Like, should we like try to get like right there?
It should be right there.
Okay, we'll cut it a little bit. Beautiful little pendulum. Yeah. I can't wait to look at that.
Gonna be awesome.
That was pretty epic right there. I'm like trying to cast this thing on like a 1-inch line. Here we go. Just pins it up against the camera. How cool would that be?
Eats the camera.
That should be a good one. That was a very subtle hit on that one. Pin him. Oh, he was about to. Crap. Oh, dude. I can't wait to look at that. So all we're doing basically is we're filming them and then we're instantly watching the footage back on my GoPro to see if we got the shot or not, and it is just so freaking awesome. Yeah, you can, like, how cool was that seeing them creep up from far away?
Yeah. From
there's shiner scales flinging around everywhere down there. Like, you see all the scales just floating through the water?
Yeah.
Just straight cleaned it, not even a freaking second.
No,
so what's really cool, gosh, I'm sweating so badly. So what's really cool is, you know, while we're feeding this big giant bass down there, I assume it's the same one that's just getting freaking gorged right here, is that when we're like in between feeding him, basically like looking at the footage and hooking up a new bait, we can look down there and see him patrolling the bank back and forth. And it's hard to tell in the underwater footage, but he's probably, what do you think, like a 4 or 5 pound fish?
He's a fat fish.
He's not very long, but oh my God, is this thing round like a pig, dude. It's so funny. I was telling Zeke, like, this is something that I would have died to be doing when I was like 8 or 10 years old, but this is like, seriously, it's so much fun. It's insane. The tail hook. I guess that's such a good idea. I didn't even think about that.
Make him swim away.
Yeah. So Zeke is smart, and all I complain and talk about is when I'm using live bait, how I always tail hook them because they'll swim away from you, and I talk about it all the time, and I didn't even think about it. Zeke tail hooked his shiner and it perfectly starts swimming away from the camera, which is perfect. So Zeke's smart, tail hooking these fish now, and I mean the eats on these are just insane. And if it looks any different, I put a polarizer on my camera that I forgot I had while we were in the middle of filming this. I already see him down there.
Do you?
He's right to the left side. Oh, eat on top, please. The shiner is so visible. Oh, he missed it. He missed it. Throw him back out. You could see him so well with the polarizer though. That wasn't the big one, was it?
I don't know.
So, we had an epiphany. Actually, Zeke had this idea before we even started filming. I just didn't think about it. But we have this old gate here from just doing construction around the new property. So we're gonna slide the gate out a little bit on top of some of this brush to kind of use it to get out a little further and to get a little deeper and hopefully get a better angle. Real stealthy. I don't know why I'm choosing to move it like this.
If you fall.
That's good enough for me. Ow,
You want to test it?
just stab me in the back.
Before you have the camera?
Fine, I'll test it. Take my phone out of my pocket. This is money.
Pretty stable.
Yeah.
Now you need to clear that one
I can
branch.
see a little bass sitting right here. Oh no, it's just a freaking huge bluegill.
Is it really?
Yeah, like a bluegill like this big. Gosh.
Something take it?
Yeah.
Ooh.
that was a big boy.
Easily like swam up. Look at this. He's like, oh, what is that? Ooh. I'll have some.
That's like grouper style where like
low motion.
just opened his
like,
mouth and inhaled it. Just
it was
displaced the
so
water.
fast.
Oh, dude. That was big, and
That was a big.
that was
Good size.
there's our big boy. He was letting go of that one.
He wasn't.
That was about 2 seconds. Do we have it? All right, we have one shiner left right now. So the last shiner, we're gonna go for the grand finale here and see if we can get a really good topwater eat here. I can't believe how fast we've gone through 3 dozen shiners. It's kind of insane how well these fish are eating. I'm like stoked right now, man, it's awesome. It'll take a little longer for him to eat it like this, but I think he still will. There's our grand finale. Hopefully that looks as awesome as it did for us. So, we actually have one shiner left that was just floating around in the grass around the edge of the pond dead. So, good news, we have one last chance here and we're gonna try to get another topwater eat, but this time Zeke's gonna be working the shiner kind of like a fluke across the top of the water. So I'm trying to whack it again. That's what I'm talking about right there. I think that is a good way to end it. We're gonna close out this video here. All right, Ezekiel and I are done for the day. That was so much more successful than I thought it'd be. Did that go a lot better than you thought it would?
That went real well.
That went way better. We got so many cool underwater eats. Like, I am so excited to go home and start editing this video. So that is what we're gonna do. I appreciate the heck out of you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe. Let me know if you wanna see more underwater bass footage and more cool freaking pet feedings. Today was awesome. Today went a lot better than I thought it would, honestly. But I'm done. I appreciate you guys. Until next time, see ya.